Hey guys, how's it going? So this video is on who uses SuperTech oil. If you guys been to Walmart, you guys know that Walmart has their own personal brand of not just oil, but just pretty much a lot of different things in the automotive section. I mean, there's SuperTech, different varieties of oil, transmission fluid, steering fluid, filters, air filters, a whole lot of different car-related products that's sold under the SuperTech brand. And I've done a bunch of other videos on SuperTech oil itself. So this question is, who uses SuperTech oil, considering there are a bunch of different kinds of oil on the shelves? And to be honest, they're not that much more expensive than SuperTech oil. The next priced up from SuperTech is probably like $1 higher, which is probably Quaker State, and it goes the next up, I'm not quite sure, but it goes a couple dollars higher. I think the highest price oil brand they have is probably around, it varies, but it's more expensive. So who uses SuperTech oil, considering that there are a ton of different brands out there, and I'm sure they've been out there longer than SuperTech has been in existence as a brand. But I use SuperTech oil. Let me tell you guys why I use SuperTech oil. And the obvious reason is that it's the cheapest oil on the shelves. But that's not quite the only reason why I use SuperTech. My car has over 300,000 miles on it. I mean, I've stated this before. It's not a car that has 20,000 miles, and it's not a brand new car. It's got over 300,000 miles on it. Now, I've used SuperTech oil for maybe the last year, and I've switched to SuperTech full synthetic. My last oil change I did myself, but I've been doing oil changes myself for like the last year and a half, 2 years. I bought a large 5-quart container of SuperTech oil, full synthetic, and I'm not quite sure if this is correct, but I think I did pay about $5 for it, which to me is an absolute great deal, considering, I mean, I didn't even look at the other brands. This is the first time I've actually used SuperTech. No, this is the first time I've actually used full synthetic. Most of the life of the car up until this point, I've used regular, 5W20 oil, and never full synthetic. But I did switch to full synthetic, seeing as how, I don't know, I just had to change up on it. So I use I started using full synthetic on the car, and I'm going to keep on using full synthetic on the car for as long as the car is good to drive. But price is, one of the big factors why I use SuperTech. The second thing is, me personally, and it's not me personally, I don't think there is a huge difference between the oil brands. And it's not just a personal viewpoint on the oils, as much as there is a couple of research studies that I've read up on the internet. I googled it, and these studies were done on hundreds of thousands of cars over a period of 10 years, and it has shown that there is no difference in the amount of wear on the engine depending on which oil you use. I mean, and they pretty much did studies on SuperTech, what other cheap brand oils are out there, all the way to expensive brands, Exxon, whatever's out there. No difference whatsoever. And on top of that, SuperTech is actually made from the same company that makes the other oils. I think Quaker State is one of them, and some other brand that I get on here, some other name brand. It's made by the same company, and they have to pass through stringent testing. So I'm not actually worried at all at any issues that I might have as far as using the oil is concerned, because that's one of the big concerns that people have. Now, if I had a more expensive car with less mileage, would I still be using SuperTech oil? And I'm gonna say at this point, yes. Maybe if you had asked me like a year ago, I might have just said I might just splurge an extra couple dollars on on a name brand oil. But at this point, I'm gonna say yeah. Why spend extra money on stuff when you don't need to, when you could get the same comparable quality for a cheaper price? Now, I did read there are people who have commented that SuperTech oil sucks, it's not a good oil, blah blah blah. But I have read through, I've Googled SuperTech and all that stuff, and there are people, most comments are, I've used this oil for a couple 100,000 miles and it's been awesome, had no issues with it. And I've been reading these comments, on boards and stuff like that, different discussion boards, and every one of them always had good reviews on the oil. So because of all those reasons, I use SuperTech oil. Now, as far as other people is concerned, they use SuperTech oil, because when I go and pick up SuperTech oil when I'm doing my oil changes, it's pretty obvious that a lot of people are using SuperTech because they're, like last time I went to pick up some SuperTech oil, I think the regular oil, they almost ran out of F5W30. So, but I picked up the synthetic. So there are a lot of people who use SuperTech oil. Also, it's a Walmart brand. Walmart's not gonna put out anything that would be less quality to the point where it would, damage it and think. Like, yeah, it's a Walmart brand. Also, on top of that, they do stringent testing before they put it out on the shelves and stuff like that. So because of those reasons, I use the oil. I've also had a lot of you guys, commented on my videos on SuperTech oil, and a lot of you guys are telling me how you guys used it for quite a while, and it's been a good deal for you guys. I mean, the oil's been good, your engine runs fine, blah blah blah. You guys never had any issues with it. So I know why I use it. It's just pretty much the same reason why a lot of other people use it. And if you guys have any personal experiences, I mean, I don't know what your personal experience is with the oil. If you guys want to shoot out a comment, let me know how, what your experiences is with the oil. It'd be great. I mean, go ahead and shoot out a comment. And I know I have had no issues with it. I know most people have had no issues with it. And the synthetic, as far as the full synthetic is concerned, it was a great deal. because now instead of every 3,000 miles, I've changed my oil every 6,000 miles. I mean, it's an awesome deal for $10. Also, I gotta give like a thumbs up to the other stuff that SuperTech has, which is the oil filter. Now I know, I believe the oil filter is like about $250. Next price point up is probably around $4. I know they're not expensive, but I mean, if I'm out there to do an oil change, SuperTech, $250 for oil filter, $10 for 5 quarts of SuperTech full synthetic. That's like $12.50 taxes, like $14 in 30 minutes of my time. $14 for an oil change. Not bad, guys. Not bad. So if you guys, shoot me a comment, let me know what your experiences are with this oil. I'm sure there's a ton of you guys who actually had good experiences with this oil, because a lot of you guys have actually commented on my videos that you guys had good experiences on it. And like I said, the studies prove it. The studies prove that there is absolutely no difference between the different kinds of oils, name brand oils versus the ones that's sold by Walmart, in this case SuperTech. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on the matter. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and also please subscribe. And also, like I said, any comments, please leave your comments in the comments section. All right, guys, take care.